Hey everybody, welcome. Come on in. It is Wreath Wednesday. I am Dawn. This is Wreath Decor by Dawn. Come in, say hello. Tell me where you're from if you're new to my page. Alright, so we're doing this oval grapevine tonight. I forgot to measure it. It is an 18 inch, I believe. Yeah, it's an 18 inch. I got these at Sims when I went back in June. So we're going to do that, and I will show you what I did. I took it apart. Well, I didn't take it apart, but I opened it up some. So what I did is, you know, these grapevines come with these thick branches on them that hold everything in place, right? So you can take these off, nip it at one end, and then just unravel it. So anyway, I took this off. You just unwind it and take it off, and that opens it up. You can pull these out, open, pull these apart, and it's not going to fall apart. But what I did was I took bind wire and I wrapped it around in a couple different places just to be safe. Make sure it's not going to open up any further. So I did that. All right, so there's that. And then you can save these. Don't throw them away. Cut them up and save them, and you can add them into designs. Okay, because it's the dried wood. All right, so that's that. Hello, welcome. Hey, Josh. All right, here's the sign we're going to be using. This came from Personally Yours. Her website is plywreathsigns.com. You can check her out for all her signs, her ribbons. I believe she's got some mesh. I'm not sure. I didn't look tonight. I hope I'm not wrong on that. But she does have ribbon and signs. I know that. I love her signs. I've been buying her signs since I started doing this. I've got a ton of them over here, so I have got plenty to keep me in stock for quite some time. But this one is one of the newer ones, and I love this sign. So it just says blessings on it. And it's got the pumpkins, and it's actually a cornucopia. I don't know if you can see that right back here. That's a cornucopia with all of the pumpkins and the leaves and that coming out of it. So this one is a 6x10. I like that size. And hers are all metal signs. She does beautiful work. All right, then we've got some pumpkins, and then we have a whole mess of green, well, not greenery, but picks over here. And we're going to keep... all right, so first we're going to make a bow real quick, and then we'll get started on the grapevine. I've got my glue pot going. I've got a bunch of ribbons here. How's everybody doing tonight? You guys doing good? All right, let me move these over here for right now. I got a surprise. Susan's mad because she's not on yet.
Oh.
Sit down. I got you a seat. Probably have to watch it over here. Hello, everybody. Look who's here. If y'all don't know, this is Mr. Bob, or my husband Bob. Susan calls him Mr. Bob. He is finally home. All right, so I'm doing 5.5 inch loops. With this one here, I'm going to do 2 loops on each side. It takes a minute. Brenda said hello, Mr. Bob.
Hello.
Right there.
I have my glasses off.
Oh, there's your mom.
Oh.
Hi, hubby. This is my husband, Bob, for anyone who doesn't know or has not seen him before. He doesn't normally come on my lives, but...
I'm not staying here the whole night.
he said he's not staying for the whole thing. I tried. But he has to at least wait for Susan. Well, hello from California.
Hey, California.
Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. Alright, so I am doing 5.5 inch loops, 2 loops on each side with this first ribbon. You gotta at least wait for Susan. Yes, he did. He got home last Thursday. Finally. Well, he was back in the States on Wednesday, but he couldn't get a flight out till Thursday, so. But yes, he is home and staying home and not going anywhere anytime soon, so. Hello. Smile, Bob. Your mom said smile.
Stop it. Smile.
He doesn't smile, Mom.
I am smiling.
New Mexico, welcome.
From New Mexico. All right. Nice to meet you, too.
All right. We got those two on there. Susan will pop in a minute, I'm sure. I'm going to do... I think I'm going to do this one instead. Hey, Joy. Josh was on here a minute ago. I don't know if he's still there.
Hi, Joy.
All right, this one is one we used, I think we used it last week or the week before. Yeah, airlines are really bad right now.
Yes.
Really bad. Alright, so with this one I'm going to do a 5-inch loop. And we're only going to do one loop on each side. I don't know why the tablet keeps doing that. It only happens on the iPad. It doesn't happen on anything else. That's why I have both of them on. Record heat in Tampa. Oh. Keep it down there. Please. Well, maybe I will do 2. Let's see if I have enough. Oh, well, thank you. You have more faith in me than I do right now. Alright, so 5-inch loops. So now's y'all's chance to ask Mr. Bob any questions that you have.
Oh, no. Don't put me on the hot seat.
Now's your chance, guys, because he probably won't come on another live for a while. 100. Yeah, we've had those kind of temperatures too, but it's kind of cooled off. We're in the high 80s with humidity here. Probably more like 90s. They say 80s, but I guess we did have enough of that. I need to save that number. North Carolina. We're at in North Carolina.
Where at, Betty?
Alright, we'll save that one for later. I'm going to put a splash of this green in here. Hey, Gloria. It just says over and over again, your mom is watching. And I'm doing my tails about 14 inches long. I don't know why. It's either a Facebook thing or a iPad. I think it's a Facebook thing because it does it on my phone too. These are 4.5-inch loops.
Since January.
Yeah, he left in January, Joanne. He got home last Thursday. Yeah, we're doing that. North Carolina there too? Well, welcome. We're in North Carolina. Alright, so I did one loop with that. Let's throw in some of this rust. Probably don't have enough on this one. Nope. Me too. You're near Charlotte? Well, you're only about 2 hours away. We're over near Fort Bragg. Fort Bragg is kind of like right in our backyard. Mom said, isn't it past your bedtime? Yes, it is almost past his bedtime. He said he's going to bed after this. Said he's not staying because he's going to bed. Oh my goodness. I'll bet it is. I know we were originally from California, so I know those fires and how they can be, and all of our family is still there. We have all over the Southern California area, we've got family, so I understand and I know what that's like. So be safe.
Yeah, definitely.
Happy Wreath Wednesday from the Jersey Shore. Elizabethtown. I know where that's at. I don't think we've ever been there, but I do know where it's at. Cheryl's from Big Bear. Yep, Cheryl, we grew up in the San Bernardino area. Rancho Cucamonga. Well, back when we grew up, it was only Cucamonga. Now it's Rancho Cucamonga. They gotta get all fancy with it now. He grew up in Cucamonga and I grew up in Ontario. Alright, so this one here is about 3.5 inches. Oh, they're talking to each other, I was going to say. We're just going to do 2 of those. Oh, come on. Okay, we got to take that one off. Alright, so they spliced it together there, so it's in the middle of my bow. I gotta take it off. Mom says she's from Cucamonga. Yes, Mom, we know.
Really? Just kidding.
Susan's gonna be really mad if she comes on and finds out you were on here. And I know. I don't know where she's at. She's probably either that or her mom called. Could be on the phone with her mom. All right. So we did one of that. And I'll take what's left of that spliced together one and cut that off and then put the rest back on here. Alright, let's see. Do I want to end it with that? Where's my sign? Here's my sign. Yeah, I think I'm going to. I was thinking I'll put some more green in, but I don't think I will. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's good. Alright, so I'm going to take a zip tie. Go up underneath it. Make sure you get all of it. Put the zip tie on. I'm using a black zip tie. It'll hide better. New from Fresno, California. Welcome. We were just talking about California.
Been Fresno. Know where that's at.
Alright, grab a hold of one side of it. Pull that out. Make sure that you put your zip tie in that little divot there where those 2 posts were. That'll keep it in line. Keep all your ribbons in that where they're supposed to be. Pull that locking part around the back. Tighten just a little. And then we're going to put another zip tie going on the back instead of using pipe cleaners because we want to get this on the grapevine. She is running behind Rita and she's going to be kicking herself when she finds out Bob was on here and she missed him. She is going to be so upset. I should probably text her and tell her to get on here. She said she was going to go take a shower and then get on. So y'all give her a hard time when she does come on, okay?
I give her a hard time anyway.
Always. Alright. I'm just making sure that all of my loops are in the right position. So So when I tighten this, they'll stay there. Oh, we should have done a center loop. I know, I can hear her too. She's going to be so upset. I should have Mr. Bob text her. Where did I get my sprays? The sprays came from different places. I've got some here from the majority of them are from Hobby Lobby, but there's some from Carolina Pottery. There's some from Old Time Pottery. All the potteries, you know, got to shop all the potteries. And then there's a couple from Sims. All right, now that that's on there, I'm going to tighten it up. Got to use my pliers here. Okay. Cut that off. All right, so there is our bow. Now we'll take and put this on. Let's see what side we want to use. I'm probably going to use this side because this has got a little hump right here, and I don't want that up against somebody's door. So that'll be on the top. I'm smiling so much. Well, you know, I have a reason to smile now. Alright, so we're going to pull this through. Now, like I said before, if you just joined, I opened up this grapevine. What I did was I took this piece off of it. You know how they wrap this around it to hold all the vines in together? Once this is all dried, you can take that off. This is not going to come apart. You can pull this apart and open it up and make it bigger. These were really compact, so I didn't want it that flat. I want it opened up. So I opened it up, took all the leaves out of it. Of course, I use brown paper down here because, you know, no matter how much you clean them, they're still going to have stuff fall out of them. But anyway, I took that off, and then I took my bind wire. This is the bind wire that I use. It's really thin wire. It's coated in brown paper. And then I just wrapped it around loosely so it holds everything where I want it, and it won't let this open up anymore either. He will be home indefinitely if I have anything to say about it, Rita.
Yeah.
He's not going anywhere.
Nope, not planning on traveling.
I think this was his last deployment. We're pretty sure. But anyway, save these because you can use these and incorporate them into your designs. You can also put them into your floral arrangements. So they just add a nice little element there. Well, I know it's here. All right, so I'm putting this in between. I'm not going all the way around because I don't want it to show. We're going to go in between. And I'm doing it about, I don't know, a little more than halfway up. He's not in the service, but he's retired from, there's Susan. Haha, Susan, look who's here. He's not in the military anymore. He's retired military, but he works for the Department of Defense, Department of the Army, whatever one you want to call it.
I was in the Army.
He was in the Army, though. He served 24 years in the Army and retired about 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, 12 years now. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Time flies. Susan's here, everybody said.
13. It'll be 13.
Yeah, it'll be 13 years in October. Time flies when you're having fun.
Hello,
huh?
Susan. We've been waiting for you.
Everybody's saying there she is. Yes, we're home. We're glad he's home safe too.
Me too.
It was a long 7 months. All right, so there it is. Where's the pirate hat? Oh, your son's at Camp Lejeune?
Oh, yeah.
Nice. And we thank him for his service as well.
Well, thank you, Karen.
He still works with the military. He wanted to continue to serve the military when he retired, so that's what he's doing. He loves his job, so
Yep.
that makes the difference. All right, so we will cut the tails. All right, so there we have that. Now we're going to take and put some picks in here. So I've got a couple different ones. That one, this one, and this one. These are all fillers. Remove that. So what I've got here is I've got this. I've got two of these. These came from Carolina Pottery. It's got the sunflower, and then it's got all these little picks, and there's these little tiny pumpkins in here. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, guys. Hi, Ty. I knew what you meant. I was going to say Dave's not here, but he's the only one that would probably understand that. Besides Susan, she would. I know she would. Because we talked about that. All right, then I've got these two here. And then we have these with the leaves, the pine cone, and the pick, or the pumpkin. That would have been funny. Dave's not here.
Dave's not here.
All right, so let's take and put in the leaves first. Are you ready to leave?
Yeah, I don't think it is.
Uh-huh. All right, guys, say goodbye to Mr. Bob.
We'll
Hey,
see
Lee.
y'all.
I see you. Hi, Lee. Trying to see which leaves I want to use. I'm probably going to use a mixture of both. But we'll cut those off later. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
All right, he's leaving.
Thank you all for your support.
Good night, babe.
Y'all take care. Have a good night. Bye, hon.
Bye.
See you later.
Night.
Bye.
He's ready to go to bed. Oh, yes, he does. He can always make me smile. We will be married 40 years in January. We've been together 44 years. Oh, 1978 we met and started dating. And he still makes me smile. Always. All right, so I'm just opening these up. He is a sweetheart. He's very supportive. All right, so we've got two of these. Yeah, so we were babies when we met. That's literally pretty true. I mean, we were very young, very, very young. All right, so this one's going to go down here, and this one's going to go up here. And I'm bending them so they go with the flow of my grapevine. The sign's going to go over here on the opposite side. And again, let me show you the sign. The sign came from Personally Yours. Her link is in my description. It's plywreathsigns.com. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was very hard when he's away. I don't like it when he's gone, so I will be cutting these tails down. All right, so that's where I want these. So I'm just going to lift this up because I don't want to get glue all over it. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut it down about halfway. Yes, please share if you could. Oh, I'm so sorry about that, Juanita. Yeah, we're celebrating 40 years in January. It doesn't seem like that long, to be honest with you. It really doesn't. sometimes I don't feel like we're old enough to be married that long. All right, now because that is opened up, the grapevine is opened up, you got to be careful with your glue because you don't want that glue dripping down through it. And then you'll see it all globbed up at the bottom there. So let me get some of this picked up here. Don't want that. I want it on top. I don't want it dripping down on the bottom. And then you can also take the bind wire or a zip tie and zip tie these thicker picks or these bigger picks in there so that they don't come out. All right, so there's that one. I don't want my tails to get in my glue there till that dries a minute. So we're probably going to cut these down quite a bit here. So don't forget, guys, we're trying to get to 10,000 followers. We're at 8,700 right now and some change. When I get to 10,000, I have a couple friends who have offered to donate things for me to give away. So we will be doing a huge giveaway. I will have some things. I'll have some stuff that's been donated, things like that. And we're going to have a nice big virtual party to celebrate 10,000 followers. So if you wouldn't mind sharing this with your friends, letting them know that we'd like them to come and join us. Thank you very much. 7 girls, wow. Well, bless you, man, 7 girls. We only had 2, a girl and a boy. All right, so that one's in there now. I can put those down. Now we're going to glue the one in the top. Oh, I think that one hit the glue already. Let me pull that back out. Take that glue off of there. All right, so we're going to cut this one down as well. Not quite as short. So this one's got the leaves and the pine cone and the little foam balls on it. We're going to go, whoops, don't you drip. Let me get some of that off of there. I don't want it dripping. All right, I'm going to take it and I'm going to go right up underneath my bow and into that grapevine. There it goes, right there. Pull those ribbons up from underneath it. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is not sitting where I want it to. I'm going to have to work on that. Hey, Anne. Yeah, grapevine wreaths are really pretty for fall. I mean, they're pretty any time, but you can do so much with them for the fall. All right, so I want to bend this top part down just a tad. I don't need it up so high. This one needs to come up a little higher there. All right, so that's what we've got with those leaves. How did I get an extra leaf? One fell off. I'll look and see where it goes. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all just missed Bob. He was on in the beginning, but it's time for him to go to bed. All right, well, I can't find that. We'll look for it later. Looks like we'll have to use some of these. All right, so let me put my sign on here. Let me see where it's going to go. Yep, it's going to go right there. All right, so this is where I'm going to do the sign. He does a little bit, yes. He always goes kind of early anyway, but yeah, he is still a little jet lagged. He's still trying to get his his bearings in that back. So that's how that's going to go there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hole punch and some black floral wire. A lot of people live tonight. I saw that before I was going live. Alright, so I'm going to put one hole in the top and one in the bottom. I always hate making holes in these signs because they're so pretty. You don't want to put holes in them, but I don't like the mounts. So I used to use them, but they started coming off and not staying on, and I can't have that, so I don't use those anymore. I do wish I had 4 hands. It would be very helpful. Not sure how it would look, but hey, you know, convenience is sometimes more important, right? Did y'all see the video I put up the other day? The one that was sped up real fast of the witch hat that we did last week or week before? I think we did it last week. I don't remember what I did from one day to the next. Alright, so I'm using the black wire and I'm just attaching that to the top. Give it a twist around a couple of times. Try not to damage your sign. Yeah, this one will be listed. I did not get it listed before going live. I always seem to forget that part, you know. Alright. There we go. Alright, so then you want to get out your handy dandy weaving needles. If you're not familiar with these, I carry these in my shop. You get a pack of 3 of them in a resealable bag for storage. These are the 3.5, the little over 3.5 inch ones. But you get 3 in a pack for $5.50. That includes shipping. Made you dizzy. Well, welcome, Judy from Southern Illinois. So happy you could join us. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to take this needle, and this is what the weaving needles are good for. Had I done this before I took the grapevine apart, you would have seen really well how it worked, because these were tightly, woven grapevines. But it really helps you get your signs, your wires, your pipe cleaners through your mesh, through your grapevines. They're great for getting things through your plush attachments. You can use these for if you crochet or knit. You can use them to help sew off your ends, which is what they were originally for. You can also use them to teach kids to sew because they're not sharp. They don't have a sharp point to them. They've got a wide eye so that you can get things easily through there, like your pipe cleaners and that. They just come in really handy. So you can get those in my shop at wreathdecorbyddawn.com. Alright, I gotta flip this over now and mess up my bow. Need my glasses for this because it is a black wire and I can't see. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take one end of this wire and I'm going to push it through the opposite side so I can wrap it around. Well, you were supposed to stay on there. So I can wrap it around this branch right here. There we go. Just makes things a little easier. So you want to get that tight, but not too tight, because you may have to move it. So don't get it on there and then finish it off yet, because you don't know if you're going to have to move it or not. I want to make sure that it's where I want it before I do that. So I'm going to do the same thing with this end. I'm going to take this needle, I'm going to go up underneath these branches here, because I want those wires to wrap around the branches so that it secures the sign to it. I'm not going around the outside of the whole grapevine, because I don't want to see the wire. I want it to be buried in between, in between the branches. Alright, so that may not be sitting correctly. I may have to adjust it a little bit, but for now we can leave it there. Okay, so there's that. So now we can go ahead and start putting in, putting in the rest of it. So anyway, you can get these needles. They come in random colors. They're in my shop, wreathdecorbydon.com. They are a bestseller in my shop. Very popular. You can see the reviews on my shop as well for them. Alright, so this one we're going to use to do a filler. This has got the little pumpkins and the pine cones on it. These came from Old Time Pottery. Some of us still don't have them. Some of us still have them. I don't. And I used my little steamer today to open up all these leaves and flowers and that too. Let me see. I don't think we need this. I think I'm going to take these at the bottom off. Right there and right there. I want the pumpkin and the pine cone. I'm not crazy about the little beads, but you know. Hey darling, how are you? So I'm going to lift this up and see where I can get this in. If I can get it to go this direction. There we go. Let me see, I may not like that. You know what? I don't like that. I'm not liking it. Not liking it at all. Let's try this one. Sorry guys, sometimes you just don't know until you try it. No, I don't like that one either. Alright, so we will use some of these for fillers. Let me put these over here. That's a filler. We're not using that. Let's throw in a couple of sunflowers real quick. I think we're going to cut this smaller. Alright, so there's sunflowers in the sign. We want to just add a touch of sunflowers in here. I'm not going to put a whole lot, just a couple. Okay, I can cut it just a tad shorter. Put some glue on that. And we're going to go right underneath there. There we go. There's one. We're going to put another one down here at the bottom. I want to put some of these leaves in here though. There. Just going to dab a little bit of glue on these stems and we're going to poke them up underneath here. We're just filling in underneath this where the bow tails are, up underneath there. Yeah, I'm going to have to fix that sign. It's not sitting how I wanted it. I'll fix it though. There we go. Get that one up underneath there. This is going to go right in here. In between that. Let's get that pine cone sticking out there so you can see it. And we can still cut these down shorter too. Alright, so now we've got the pumpkin. Let's see, let's put a pumpkin in. Let's put I don't know, I might get another one of these and put it on here. I do have another one right there. Trying to get enough glue on here, but I don't want too much that it globs. There. Oh, I'll bet it is painful, yeah. You know what? Let me put some glue on this because I don't like how loose this is. There we go. Hey, Christy. Thank you, Sharon, for sharing. This one's going to come over here. Ow, don't stick your finger in the glue, Dawn. Smart thing to do. Not the smartest thing to do. That is not going to sit right there. Come on. I have to fix that. That is not going to sit right. That needs to be over here. There we go. All right, let me see. Alright, I need to cut these down a little bit more. Alright, so I had the white one here just in case because there is a little white pumpkin in the sign, but I don't know that I need... Where did it go? Yeah, I'm going to have to work on this bow some. Yeah, see, none of that glue came through the back. That's a good thing. So I'll just have to adjust that sign. But we've got that. So then we can take these little balls. These came from Michael's. They come on this little pick, and you could pull them apart and add a couple here and there. And that's what I'm going to do. Ow. Get rid of this. All right, we can get rid of that, get rid of that. Throw a couple of these in. So I'm just going to take these little balls and we're going to poke them in here at the top. Look and see if I like that real quick. Yeah, we can put that one there. All right, so that one's there. Then I'm going to put one over here to the side. See, I want something over here coming out under where the leaves in that are, and I forgot to cut my zip tie off. Doggone it. Get rid of that. I'll put this right in here where the zip tie is. Right up underneath my bow. So just be peeking out. There we go. Yeah, so don't be afraid to open up these grapevines, you guys. They taught us that at Sims I think it was the first year that I went, that they taught us that about opening up these grapevines. And it really does make a difference. Although when you open them up, it makes it harder to glue things to them. But it's still worth it. Alright, this one's going to go right up in here. There. Make sure it's not poking out. Yeah, we're going to trim up these tails some more. Just not happy with how they are. But I won't do that now. I'll do it later. I can always curl them too. I can always roll them up. Then we've also got these little ball picks that you can put in there. These have got the red and the orange, or the burgundy and the orange colors, so we could pop those in there. Yeah, Susan always opens hers up now too. Alright, so we got those. We don't need the sunflowers anymore. I think the leaves were good. I will look and see if I have any open spaces. But this sign will have to, I'm probably going to have to cut this nub right here off so that that sign will lay down better. I think that's what I'm going to end up having to do. Because I don't like the way it's leaning in. But there we go. What do you guys think? That sign is beautiful, you guys. It is a gorgeous sign, I'm telling you. Go check them out. plywreathsigns.com. She has got some gorgeous, gorgeous signs. I share them all the time. I try to do them every time she posts a new one, but sometimes I don't catch them all. But I share all of her signs, too. And then don't forget, once we get to 10,000 followers, we're going to have a huge giveaway. Once I get everything together, I've got time to get everything together, what we're going to give away, and we'll just have us a big old virtual party, and y'all will get some goodies. So we're getting close. Alright, I can't see to take that off right now. I'll take it off later. I'm not going to sit here and mess with it right now. So yeah, you can just take some of these little balls here. I'll probably go back through and see where I want to put them. I need to cut my tails down first so that I can see how I want that. It is. It's one of my favorites too. It really is. It is just a gorgeous sign. All right, guys, have a wonderful evening. Enjoy the rest of your night, what's left of it. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Enjoy your weekend. Have some fun. Do something fun. Be kind to one another, and I will see you all again. See you next Wednesday, okay? Good night, everybody.